Welcome back, Blind Man Morris. Today we're talking about 5 things to avoid on your Morris Minor and 5 good habits to get into. Now, we don't really want to preach about this, but it's basically talking to modern owners from modern driving cars coming into classics, and there are a few things you probably try and want to get out of habits of doing which you don't need to worry about on a modern car. So let's talk about, first off, your ignition. So here on our lovely 1954 is the ignition key, and it's in the off position. What you don't want to do is turn the key to the on position and then not have the engine running. Simply because if the points are a certain position, you can cook the coil and kill the coil straight away. So don't ever leave the keys in the on position for any length of time on your classic car.
So instead,
go on then.
You should turn the keys on and start the car.
Indeed. That's what you should do. Don't leave it in the on position without the engine running, unless you're doing work, but keep it as short time as possible. So number 2 is, and it's a bit of a bugbear for me, this one is people driving on the choke. So when you start your car, the choke's fully out. That is the choke on this one, sorry. The choke's fully out, and then you want to come off choke as quickly as possible. Don't even drive on choke, just come off choke. Click, click, click. Even down the fast idle. I don't like driving on fast idle. Well, Amber doesn't like driving on fast idle.
I don't want you to drive on anything.
I know, I'm not driving on anything. So you come off choke completely and let the engine warm up.
So I would say the habit to get into is to have the choke fully in, or at least on fast idle while you're driving. If you need choke, you need to sort out the issue as to why you need choke, because you are using it to mask another issue.
Indeed. Yep. I've forgotten what number 3 is.
So number 3 is the use of the clutch.
Yeah, over to you.
So on this car here, down here in the darkness, you can see the pedals and you can see the clutch pedal down there. And what people do, and again, it's something people do in modern cars, but you shouldn't do in a Morris Minor or classic car, is to sit in traffic or when you're driving with your foot on the clutch, because it pushes the clutch bearing against the clutch and it wears the clutch bearing prematurely.
It does.
So the habit to do is to, when you're at lights, when you're in traffic, when you're at a standstill, is to go into neutral and take your foot off the clutch and leave it in neutral instead.
Yeah, it will make your clutch bearing last a lot longer.
And the next one
Number 4
is the gear stick.
Yeah, over to you again.
So this is a really long gear stick in an 803, but the principle would be that you just want to be kind. So what you don't want to do is go between the gears in a really harsh way on a Morris Minor. Move in between neutral, in between the gears. Give it a bit of time as you move in between. You may need to put your foot on the clutch in between the gears to move it one to the other. First to second, second to third, third to fourth. So just be kind to the gear stick.
Well, you could learn the double declutch.
You could learn to double declutch,
you could.
couldn't you?
Yeah. And last but not least, what was number 5? So another issue to avoid, especially with a classic, is don't just get in and drive it. Don't assume because it's been sat for a week or a fortnight it's going to do what it did before. Just take your time and go through your weekly checks.
And don't assume that just because it starts that everything else is all right, because Morrises are incredibly forgiving. But the fact that it just starts doesn't mean that everything's okay. So the good habit to get into is doing a set of weekly checks. Your oil, your water, your tyre pressures, your engine bay inspection.
Yeah. Look underneath. Actually, that's a really good one. Actually, it's a really fast one. Even if you don't do anything else, is to pop your head underneath the car and see if anything's leaking. I don't mean the odd drip of oil from the engine. That is moggy marking its territory. I'm talking new drips in new places. The smell of fuel, water from the radiator, that sort of thing. Just pop your head underneath and have a look, see if there's anything leaking. It's going to save you a lot of grief in the long run. So do your weekly checks and have a look under the car.
So there we go. 5 habits to avoid, 5 things to do.
Well, that's always useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've just done that on this car, and we've got to go to Lidl's now.
Other supermarkets are available.
Got to go buy picnics or go to a car show. Looking forward to it. See you next time.